I'm looking at your Revelation book recently, page 18184, on the date 1919, when Jesus supposedly chose the Watchtower Society in 1919. But what I see is a Bible verse which says Jesus is going to choose some corporation. Is there a Bible verse?
I'll have to have a look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do some research on it. How are you anyway, Robert?
Not too bad.
Right?
Yeah, not too bad. And what I've done, looking at the Revelation book, it doesn't go from, because you know that you believe in 1914 Jesus became king. October 1914. Originally it was 1874. Right. You kept to that as late as 1930. I've got the book Prophecy, on page 65. This is published in 1929. It says the second presence of Christ is from 1874.
Oh, right. I'll have to have a look at
originally
that.
It was, that's something else to look at. I've actually got the book if you want to borrow it.
No,
have a look at it. So the second presence of Christ...
It wasn't just the witnesses that were saying 1914. Other people were saying 1914.
I think there were 2 or 3 other groups that had Armageddon as you did for 1914. The second presence of Christ...
I think they knew something was going to happen. But it was, for much of the world, it was horrendous, wasn't it?
The second presence of Christ from 1874 with Armageddon to happen in 1914. There's watchtowers from the 1890s which say that, but you know, there's no disputing the dates.
Yeah, they did have some
the end is going to come in 1914.
They did have some strange ideas.
But with the 1919 date, which is actually more important, if you go to Gilead, apparently that's what they teach you at the Gilead Bible School.
Right.
It's the most important date, more than 1914. They claim that strangely from December 1914, 2 months after Jesus supposedly became king, although he's king from his resurrection, as Colossians 1:13, he's got a kingdom there.
Yeah, he didn't start reigning until he cleared out the heavens. That was his first job, wasn't it?
Well, Colossians 1:13 uses aorist past tense, completed action, to say he had a kingdom. Has translated as past tense into the kingdom of the Son of his love. So when Paul wrote the book of Colossians, Christ had a kingdom. But from what I understand of the Revelation book, this Revelation is grand climax at hand. There's 1,260 days from December 1914 to June 1918. That's the 42 months of the book of Revelation. You claim that was fulfilled then. Well, I do.
Oh no, you're looking at it. Yeah, you're looking at it.
I'm super keen.
Yeah, because I accept stuff like that, and I'll go from where we are now.
Right. That's what all other religious people do. Go to a Pentecostal church, go to a Catholic church. They just believe what the preacher tells them. They don't need to look at history. They just accept blindly everything that's said.
I look it up, and I've looked it up in the past, and I was happy with it, because I wouldn't do it if I wasn't happy.
Well, from December 19...
My brain's quite full at the moment.
From December 1914... Would be after I finish talking to you. From December 1914 to June 1918, that's the 42 months of the book of Revelation, they claim. Then Jesus looked around to find an organisation, all right, and what you then had was you had 2 witnesses in the book of Revelation. They claim that that's the 8 watchtower leaders who were imprisoned in June 1918. They're imprisoned for 9 months. So when they came out, the day or the day after they came out, that's when Jesus chose the Watchtower Society. But hold on, it says 2 witnesses, and you believe that applies to 8 people, not to 2. And it was a period of 3.5 days. You take that spiritually. So the 42 months, 1,260 days, you take literally. But the 3.5 days you take spiritually. It turns 3.5 days into 9 months. Well,
I'll have to check it, Robert.
Do so. Because
I can't remember everything.
It's complete Tommy Rot.
Well, isn't a lot of people don't believe the same as you, and just because you think it's Tommy Rot, people feel very strongly about it.
Well, how can...
Because we don't say what you believe is Tommy Rot.
But you believe it, don't you?
What you believe?
Yeah.
I don't believe what you believe.
Okay. All right.
But I don't say it's Tommy Rot, because that's your personal beliefs.
Well, I am being gracious.
Not really, you're not.
Because
when you come up recording us to try and catch us out.
Because 1,260 days is literal. But the 3.5 days is spiritual.
Robert, we try and be really nice to you.
And then you have another 1,260 days from when Jesus chose the Watchtower Society to the Cedar Point Convention in 1922, which is the first of the 7 trumpets of the book of Revelation, isn't it? But hold on. No. So the Cedar Point Convention is the first of the 7 trumpets of the book of Revelation.
It's just harassment, this is.
Come on. What do you talk about the Bible?